What's going on, everybody? This is the TheGameHuntah channel with another episode of Star Wars Commander Empire. And this episode is going to be two things. Number one, yes, I'm aware there is something going on with the medal system. I'm not really sure how they change it or why they change it. But yeah, I'm still getting attacked by people headquarter level 8 and 9, which is fine. But when I attack people, sometimes I'm getting matchmaking with the players headquarter level 5 and 6, which is weird. So I have no idea what change they made. Hopefully it's something that they fix really soon, because it is it's crazy. But this week only I received approximately like 15 messages from you people asking me on Facebook, what do you think about the medal system? Well, I don't like it. I want to make sure that my troops are getting challenged and I can play against players of my own level, so I can try to get as much loot as possible. Sometimes I'm battling against bases headquarter level 5 and 6. Number one, they don't have resources, and number two, it's like okay, I can probably just deploy an AT-AT veteran and destroy the whole base, which is ridiculous. But anyway, I hope that is something that they fix really soon. And the other half of this episode, this is a really short episode. People ask me, please make as many episodes as possible, and that's what I'm trying to do. We're gonna analyze two attacks. Why? Because we have a lot of new players joining the Star Wars Commander community. So it is important to understand that timing is critical. Sometimes it's not all about the troops or the level of the troops. It's also about how you deploy them on the battlefield. Every troop had their own role on the battlefield, right? So it is important to identify, okay, this troop is supposed to be doing this. Okay, now is the time for deploying this one. So we're gonna analyze two attacks, and hopefully that might help some newcomers to the Star Wars Commander universe. All right, let's go. All right, let's go to attack number one. Then doing based on really low level, which again, this is my main concern with the medal system matchmaking. Look at this. I have no idea, but this player has some high level resources building, which it doesn't make any sense. If you look at the defenses are probably level 3 or 4. So I don't know, maybe it's a pay to win player. Maybe he decided just to spend money in upgraded resources building, but he forgot something important. The defenses. Anyway, so we start this attack with a couple stormtroopers to bring down the big buildings in the outside. Once that we have an opening, is the time for the AT-AT veteran and heavy cannons. Heavy cannons and AT-AT veteran are really good moving together. It's a really good combo because they're so slow. They both have a speed of 1, so that allowed me to create like a wave of mechanical units, and that's what we want to see. We are the Empire, right? We can combine and add some other troops, like a heavy stormtroopers and some stormtroopers in the outside also to destroy some buildings. And so far this base, like I say, wasn't really a challenge, but I want to show you number one, how the medal system is working, and number two, how to deploy the units. Those heavy cannons are having a party in there, destroying those defensive buildings because of the splash damage. Look at these guys, one shot and those buildings are going down. So it's definitely something wrong. AT-AT veteran, this is part 2. Here comes one of the most important troops of the Empire, the MTV-7. Super good destroying the resources building. Look at that. In just a matter of seconds, that unit was capable to destroy at least 3 or 4 or 5 resources building. So super important to have an MTV-7 because of the extra damage against resources building. See, in this attack we use all kind of troops. We use the heavy soldiers, we use a couple of the repair droids, which is just for decoration pretty much. But again, number one, I want to show you how crazy is the medal system now, and number two, how to deploy units on the battlefield. That is critical. I think we lost just a couple stormtroopers, probably one heavy cannon. But again, let's go and analyze another attack, and we're gonna see probably even the shock troopers in action. Let's head back to Dandooing. Let's go with the second attack and this crazy medal system, whatever. Alright, this base is not a high level. We're gonna start attacking with the AT-AT veteran from this area. A couple heavy cannons to destroy the walls. And we're gonna use also, where is it? Heavy soldiers. I'm trying to use all the troops. Oh, look at that. tricky part. I don't know if you noticed that detail. That was the shock trooper. Look at that. Shock trooper is really good detonating traps. Yes, they have a new purpose. Heavy shock trooper right here is becoming another useful unit. Even when the damage is not that great, but at least he's capable to identify where the traps are located. Super useful. That's something new that a lot of people probably didn't know. This is another base that got matched. I have no idea why, because the level of probably the level of headquarters is level 8, which it doesn't make sense, because if you analyze the rest of the defensive buildings, they're all at low level, right? Yes, they are. Why I start attacking from this area? Because in this other area it was the Alliance building. I was trying to avoid that. And now that I have all the troops out, it's the turn of my snipers. Now the perfect time for me to deploy snipers, bring down all those rebel soldiers. All those rebel soldiers stand a chance. Stand a chance. That hover tank, that tank is gonna go down. I think it's a repulsive tank. Yes, it's gonna go down in 2 seconds because I got the AT. Wow, I forgot the name. But he's gonna target the vehicles. Look at that. There is no chance for that guy. Again, another wave of mechanical vehicles moving together. That's what you love about the Empire. That's what we do. We are really slow, okay? We are terrible slow. But moving together is just amazing. It looks so cool. All these units are speed level 1. So that's why moving so slow, except for Mr. Rolling, which is trying to target probably the medic hut. Yeah, the construction hut in the other side. Not enough time, unfortunately, but it was a really good attack. It is really cool to see how troops are getting together. I hope they add more value to units like the shock troopers. I always think, well, if they have a rocket, if they're carrying a rocket, what about if they're targeting shields? Now that would be good, right? I think that would be a good addition to the Star Wars Commander. Well, for the Empires and Rebels, both, right? Because the Vanguard is the same situation with the Rebels. So I think that they can still tweak this game a lot more. There is so much potential. There is so much love that you can give to some specific troops. Example, ATST, the heavy soldiers, even the dewbacks. The dewbacks are okay, but they're not really reliable anymore. After probably headquarters level 6, completely useless. Anyway, guys, this was a really quick episode, Star Wars Commander Empire. I just want to show you how crazy is this medal system, and also trying to help the new players to understand how the troops are, how the troops work on the battlefield. Sometimes it's all about timing, how and where and when you're going to deploy them. This is TheGameHuntah signing off. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody.